Hey guys, in my previous video I talked a little bit about my tomatoes, but I want to talk about how I'm starting tomatoes this year. So this is my seed starting shelf. Let me sort of get to where you can see it. Excuse all the mess, but there's my heat mat. I've got it turned sideways right now because I need a little bit more space without the heat mat. This is my, move that cable out of the way. So this is my, I mentioned earlier that I didn't have much luck with my jalapeno peppers, so I just started some more in those peat pellets. We'll see how those do. So I got those on heat. You see the thermostat's in there. The thermostat probe. Here is the actual thermostat. And I've got it set on 85, I think is what I got that set on, so it's just starting to warm up. But right next to it, this is where I'm starting tomatoes. So how I started my red snappers and this other tray of tomatoes down here is just like this. See if you can see it. I started this just like this. I've got my trays. Here they are. Under this towel. They're not on the heat mat, but they're underneath the towel. And I've got a little thermometer in here so I can sort of keep track of it. It's warming up. It's 67 right now. It'll keep warming up. So what I've got is the towel is here, and it's just touched the heat mat, so it's going to heat up a little bit. It's going to capture some of that heat, and I've got these. They're sitting on a towel. You'll see the towel here, and then I keep it covered just like this to hold in that heat. Now it wasn't as it's not as intense as having it on the bottom heat of this heat mat, but man, these tomatoes and those down there, those popped up really quick. So probably 5 days, 4 or 5 days is when they were starting to germinate, and everything was up for sure by a week. So this worked really well. So I'm gonna try to get on this. Now I mentioned my trial, so what I've got here is I've got a 12 cell tray here, and that has the Pro Mix with the organic fertilizer. All tomatoes, the same variety, same package of seeds. Here I've got a one of the 24 cell trays with Pro Mix, no organic fertilizer, same tomato seeds. And then here, these two, this tray here has the same tomato seed. Both of these trays have the Jiffy mix, Jiffy seed starting mix. One of these trays has the Bradley, has that, it's called a Bradley. It's a Bradley tomato, real popular around here. It's a pink tomato. It has 6 of those in there. Then it's got 6 of the yellow pear, little cherry tomatoes from Hoss. And then this other tray here has Jiffy mix also, and a couple other varieties of cherry tomatoes. I'll talk about those once they come up. But this is how I'm starting them this year, and it's worked out. Like I said, worked out really well. Let me show you these. And again, this storage room is a mess. So this tray here. So you'll see here, these are empty. I started these two with some old seed, and they didn't come up. I knew I shouldn't plant them, but I wanted to try it anyway. So this was some older Bradley seeds that I had. I've had those seeds. They're way old, and so I knew they weren't going to come up. If I remember, they didn't come up last year either. And I should have tossed them out last year. I have tossed them out now. This row here, this is Cherokee Purple. Now you see I've got pretty good germination on those. Nothing here. This one was actually a double that I had over here, and I just plugged it in there. We'll see if it perks up. And then this is the, I think they call it the Jubilee tomato from Hoss. I'll talk about that later too, for sure. But anyway, they're doing pretty good. I have restarted some of the collards and kale in my little peat pellets. This is how I'm starting the pellets in these little boxes. These are some little bread trays that my kids eat, little pita bread. Those boxes have made great little greenhouses for the peat pellets. Put 9 in there at a time, about the right size for me. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Here's that other pepper and other things I've got over there on the light on the bottom shelf down here. So anyway, appreciate you watching. I'll let you know how this tomato trial goes. Talk to you later. Bye.